Out here uncovering these palms. You know, we had the second Arctic blast come through, and it wasn't as cold as they were calling for, but we had 4 quite cold nights in a row. 25 one night, and I think the last night was 26, and it was 26 the 2 before that. So 4 nights around 25 Celsius or 25 Fahrenheit. And look at this, got the spear pull. It happened, first one of the year. Don't usually get spear pulls. Last year I had a few. It was my worst year. So this is my Trithynex Canthocoma. You know, I've shown this palm before, and this was one that I felt was not hardy in my climate. But I got such a smoking deal on it, I had to try it. They don't like the wet winters. So the first Arctic blast, look at these frogs, I covered it with frost cloth, no heat or anything, and it took a lot of damage. And then this time around I put the heat on it, and I just had a real sweet spear pull. So I know everybody loves to see this stuff, for those of us that are growing kind of on the edge. Agave Americana, look at that guy, he's pretty rough looking. Cordyline looks awesome though, and the Santa Rita cactus is doing better than I expected. The ones closer to the rocks seem to be doing quite well, so this is a surprise. My sable Cossierum I did protect, and when I unwrapped it, it had some burn to the fronds back just before Christmas. And when I went to protect it this time, I noticed some funkiness down in there. And what you'll see is when I was protecting it, let's see if it'll do it. No, it's not doing it. When I was fiddling around with it, I was seeing plumes come off. I think that was fungus. So I'm pulling, nothing's happening. I have sprayed this with copper fungicide, but you can see it doesn't look good. Oh, it might be green a little bit further down, but right now it's not pulling. I'm not one of these guys that reefs on these things. I just tug gently. So we're gonna see. That would be a real shame, because this I think it's its 3rd winter in the ground. It's done quite well for me, and not looking so good. Everything else is looking good, except with the exception of one palm, which again is another one which I knew was going to be hard. This Washingtonia robusta is so sad. So sad. It's alive though. The spear's green. The newest frond, as you can see, is green. So, you know, weather doesn't bother. Temperatures don't bother these. My one in the back looks really great, but I got the rain shelter on it, so I'm probably going to do something for this guy. I think I just want to just put just a piece of plastic over top, keep the rain off that spear. And because I tell you, I'm seeing signs of spring around all over the place. The birds are singing, the frogs are singing, lots of plants are the buds are swelling. Some things are actually even producing leaves. They're starting to leaf out. So I'm looking around. The only other thing of note was this guy, which I knew was going to be tough, but I have another one. So that's a variegated Americana. The rabbits were eating it too though, so the one I have in reserve I may just put in a pot. But aside from that, even the Ampellostriatula is looking good this year. Doesn't look damaged. Yuzu, some of the leaves are a little kind of dry looking, but we had some bad wind. For the most part, not too bad. Oh, look at this. Guess they ran out of food. They're eating my Yucca recurvifolia now. Isn't that special? All right, guys, I'll keep you updated. I did have some serious damage to my flax, my Formium tenax, so I'll have to show you some of the damage in the backyard. Bad year, but as you can see, I don't have much space, so maybe it's a good thing that I'm losing some plants.